The Nobel Prize is one of the highest honors in the world, celebrating achievements that have made a significant impact on humanity, particularly in fields like peace, literature, and medicine. When it comes to Donald Trump's relationship with the Nobel Prize, it is important to understand the distinction between nomination and actual selection by the Nobel Committee. Throughout his presidency, Donald Trump was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize multiple times. His supporters often cited his involvement in various diplomatic efforts, most notably the Abraham Accords, which aimed to normalize relations between Israel and several Arab nations. While these nominations highlighted efforts deemed by some as contributing to peace, the mere act of being nominated does not carry the weight of an award. The selection process for the Nobel Peace Prize is rigorous and demands a thorough evaluation of candidates' contributions to global peace. The committee strives to identify individuals or organizations that have made enduring and verifiable strides toward resolving conflicts or fostering international harmony. In the eyes of the Nobel Committee, Trump's actions were not sufficient to meet these critical criteria. When considering the breadth of Trump's diplomatic approach, while there were notable agreements and initiatives put forward, critics argued that the overall impact on peace was marginal and not transformative. The committee has often emphasized the importance of concrete, lasting contributions rather than short-term deals or announcements. This perspective underscores why, despite the nominations, Trump did not receive the coveted award. It is essential to note that the Nobel Committee operates independently, guided by its principles and criteria. Their decisions are not swayed by political ideologies or public opinion but are anchored in the quest for genuine advancements in peace and humanitarian efforts. As such, Trump's promotional efforts and the resultant nominations were unable to translate into an actual Nobel Prize win. In conclusion, understanding why Donald Trump did not secure a Nobel Prize requires an appreciation for the stringent standards set by the Nobel Committee. While his nomination signifies recognition of certain actions, the absence of a prize reflects the committee's assessment of those actions' effectiveness in promoting enduring peace. The distinction between being nominated and awarded remains a fundamental aspect of the Nobel legacy. Maria Corina Machado, the Venezuelan opposition leader who received the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize, is seen as a symbol of courage and peaceful resistance against dictatorship. Unlike Donald Trump, whose peace efforts were mainly diplomatic and often tied to political power, Machado's struggle has been rooted in personal sacrifice and unwavering commitment to democracy. For years, she has fought to restore free elections, human rights, and civil liberties in Venezuela, even while facing persecution, threats, and being barred from political participation by the Maduro regime. Her activism is grounded in nonviolence and the belief that true peace can only come through justice and democracy. The Nobel Committee recognized her for uniting people under democratic ideals, showing moral strength and continuing her peaceful fight under great personal risk. In contrast, Trump's peace nominations, such as for his role in the Abraham Accords, were notable but largely political and short-term, lacking the sustained human rights-based activism that defines most Nobel Peace Laureates. Thus, Machado was considered better in the sense that her work directly embodies the Nobel spirit, promoting peace through courage, sacrifice, and the defense of fundamental freedoms. Now, the question that will inevitably arise in all of us is whether Trump will take revenge for the Nobel Prize being awarded to him going to Venezuela. The answer is yes. As of now, Donald Trump has launched a naval operation against Venezuelan drug trafficking and organized crime groups, which he described as operating in international waters. However, this has deeper political implications. The Trump administration has been continuously pressuring the Maduro government in Venezuela, warning of serious consequences if it does not stop these illegal activities. However, according to international law and the UN Charter, a direct military invasion of a country without the approval of the UN or US Congress is not legal, making it legally difficult for Trump to launch a full-scale invasion. Nevertheless, he could launch limited military actions such as sea or air strikes. In such a situation, Venezuela could be weakened on several fronts. Its economy is already struggling with oil sanctions and inflation. Its military lags far behind the US in terms of resources and technology, and the country is politically divided by internal dissent. If military or economic pressure increases, the Venezuelan government will also find it difficult to secure international support, as most Western countries already consider the Maduro regime undemocratic. Thus, the US's strategic, economic, and diplomatic leverage could severely weaken Venezuela in the event of a major conflict.